With Comics Round 1 elimination, the points can change drastically. Folks, ladies and gentle cars, my name is Farkle8000, and welcome back to the June competition. 64 competitors have advanced to Round 2, which includes the second and fourth place points competitors, which means it is possible for Comic to lose the points lead. The only way to know if Comic can hold on to the points lead is to run the final rounds and to crown a 2025 June competition winner. The competitors taking part in race number 1 of round number 2 are lined up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. From right to left, we have Volks, M, Rescue, and Plasma. And it looks to be an even start. Plasma now beginning to inch ahead. Volks, big bounce into the air. It's Rescue in the lead, but he bounces big. And Plasma will get the victory. Volks with a big bounce will come home in last. It was Rescue just inches ahead until he hit that big bounce. Coming to the finish line, he popped way off the ground and lost way too much speed. Plasma advances to round 3. Bruiser, 10, Blackout, and Flames race next. And it looks to be Flames pulling way ahead early. 10 bounces way in the air. Blackout's on the side of the track as Bruiser will pull ahead to a commanding victory. And we're going to have a DNF in round 2. Blackout will get on the side of the track after her big bounce and stall out, DNFing and finishing in last. That is plus 10 over the other competitors who have DNF'd. I don't know what that number will be, but it'll be plus 10 to what it maybe would normally be. Flames had the lead early, just slowed down way too much there. Bruiser capitalized and advances. Daylight, Ruthless, Rookie, Ranger, and EB race next. And it looks to be an even start. I don't know who's ahead. EB now pulling ahead. A wobble and Daylight's on the side of the track, but he saves it. And Ranger will pull ahead down the stretch to grab the win. Daylight will save it and drive to a great second place. A good save right there for him. EB started with the lead, but then fell behind. I don't think he bounced or wobbled or anything. He just didn't carry as much speed as Ranger, who advances to round 3. California, Hot Wheels, Rookie, Hull, and Charger race next. And it's Hot Wheels who starts in the lead, but Hull takes it. They wobble through the transition. It's 4 wide drag race, and it's very tight at the line. It looked like Hot Wheels will grab the victory, and he will, but not by much, just an inch, if maybe less. Hot Wheels has a wheelie bar on his back bumper. That's probably the margin of victory. He started with the lead, but then Hull quickly took it over, and then it was a drag race from there. Hot Wheels comes out on top. Python, Carvana, Howler, and Flyer race next. And it looks to be an even start. I don't know who's in the lead. Howler bounces big. He's on the side of the wall into Flyer. Carvana will steal the win and pass him at the last second. Carvana capitalizes on Howler's mistake, who held the lead but was off the track and into Flyer. We will not have a DNF, but look at this. Flyer is not very pleased with Howler at all. Flyer had a chance to get the win here. He was very strong in round number 1, running forwards. First time he's done that all year. He's been strong and competitive. He's not very pleased that he just lost a chance at winning this competition due to Howler's mistake. they're going to talk it out here. Hopefully, talking it out is all that they do. Python will take third place. That means Howler was at least close enough to the front, showed he had the speed to be able to win this race, but getting on the side of the track just slowed him down way too much. It's Carvana who takes the win at the last moment to advance to the next round. Nighttime, Rookie, Beetle, Exalta, and Moneyline race next. And it's a very even start. Maybe Moneyline slightly in the lead. Beetle on the side of the track, but he saves it as Moneyline's in the lead. Beetle challenges, but will be unable to pass the NASCAR. The rookie of Beetle got on the side of the wall, but still had enough momentum to charge to second place, but not enough to charge to first, where Moneyline was, who advances to the next round. Spider, Symbol, DFD, and Copo race next. And it looks to be DFD, a slight lead coming through the transition, but he bounces and was on the side of the wall. So was Copo, as Symbol takes the lead and will grab the victory. Just barely ahead of Copo, who also bounced coming through the transition. He actually didn't get on the sidewall, but he lost enough momentum for Symbol to come through and grab the win. Just barely advances to the next round. Fangs, Auto, Taxi, and Fishy race next. Taxi in lane number 3 is the first of 3 New Yorkers to have advanced to round 2. And it looks to be Fishy, a slight lead coming through the transition. A big bounce as Taxi's on the side of the track, falling back. Fishy still has the lead and will take the win. And Taxi thankfully will cross the line. The moment Taxi got off the side of the track, I am certain he immediately put it in reverse and slammed the gas, trying to spin those tires to get to the finish line. Because who cares if you advance to round 2 if you DNF and lose all those points? Taxi, as a New Yorker, cannot afford to wreck out like that. And the competitors with a similar body style both flipped and DNF'd in their round 1 race. I'm not surprised. Taxi got off the side of the track here as well. But that is dangerous, and he cannot do that anymore. Luckily, he does finish, though. He comes home in 4th place. Fishy advances to round 3. Net spend, Horseplay, Finish, and Abstract race next. And it looks to be a very even start finish, maybe a slight lead, but now he wobbles up on 2 wheels as Horseplay was on the side of the wall as well. It's a drag race across the line. It looks like Horseplay actually gets the victory. And he does, just inches ahead of Abstract. I'm shocked, because when I saw him get up on the sidewall, I thought he was going to drop through the pack, just like Finish, who popped up on 2 wheels, leading the race, and fell to last. Horseplay wasn't even leading the race. He was in like 2nd or 3rd when he got up on the sidewall. I did not think he was going to win this race. He does, though. Beats out Abstract and advances to the next round. Skyline, Dual Fueler, T-Rex Destroyer, and Sprinter race next. Sprinter in lane number 4 is the second of 3 New Yorkers to have advanced to round 2. And it's Sprinter who starts with a slight lead. He bounces coming through the transition. T-Rex Destroyer bounced bigger. It's a 3-wide drag race across the line. I have no idea who took the win. It's going to be Dual Fueler. I got a little nervous when Sprinter bounced. I got even more nervous when T-Rex Destroyer bounced, thinking he was going to get on the sidewall and impede other competitors. He didn't, and we had a 4-wide drag race to the finish line. Dual Fueler gets the victory and advances to the next round. Voltage, Patriot, Rookie, Sunny, and High Point race next. And it's a pretty even start. Patriot beginning to fall behind. Now he bounces, and on the side of the wall, his Voltage pulls to the lead and will keep it across the line. The only NASCAR in this race will take the victory. That is Voltage, a pretty far distance ahead of his competitors. The rookie comes home in second. Patriot, after a slow start, in third. A high point in fourth. Voltage advances to round 3. Rookie Drone, Demon, Rookie Nervehammer, and Fire race next. And it looks to be an even start. Maybe Nervehammer in the lead. A wobble. Demon a little on the side of the track, but he doesn't lose momentum. It's a drag race and a photo finish. It looks like Demon has the win, and he will take the victory. Just barely ahead of the rookie. I could have sworn Nervehammer had it. He had the lead from basically start to finish, and Demon got on the side of the wall. The other competitor that bounced big through the transition was Drone, and he finishes in third. I thought the same thing was going to happen with Demon, but he does not, showing why he is a 2-time champion, cool and calm under pressure. Rev, Trunkless, Sean, and X8 are up next. And it looks to be an even start. Maybe Trunkless beginning to fall behind, and now he's up on 2 wheels, but he saves it, and it's a drag race to the line. X8 will grab the victory. Tight for last place as well. Trunkless with a great save right there. Nearly takes third place from Sean, but the sophomore competitor will grab it. As the other sophomore competitor in this race, that's Rev, challenges for the lead, but is unable to beat X8. Benz, Pace, and Rookies, Custom, and the Bug race next. Benz in lane number 1 is the third and final New Yorker to have advanced to round 2. And it's a pretty even start. The Bug an inch ahead. A big bounce as Pace and Custom were in the air. It's a drag race to the finish line, and the Bug will take the win. The rookie grabs the victory, and somehow Custom comes home in second. Ben's a clean and smooth race right here. Comes home in third place. You get to round 2. You're gaining a bunch of points on that New Yorker cut line. You don't want to DNF. It wasn't near DNF for Pace, though. He somehow saves it to finish in fourth. It's the rookie, but it's the Bug who advances to the next round. Splitter, rookies Stingray and Elliott, and veteran Lightning race next. And this is a historic race. It is the first time the two brothers, Splitter and Elliott, race against each other. If I had to put in my bets, I would say Elliott's going to win this race. Not only does Elliott have a win this season, but he's brand new to the series. Splitter's been racing since 2020. He's a little older, maybe not as fast as he once was. And it looks to be an even start. I don't know who's ahead. A bounce for Stingray. Elliott's in the lead. Stingray is trying to challenge, but she can't get there. And Elliott will grab the win. Stingray is beginning to fall off her game. At the beginning of the season, she was stupidly fast, just driving away from her competitors. It's been a little while, so I guess everyone's now acclimated to the track. But to fall to second place, and that far behind second place as well, she was a car length behind Elliott, who grabs the victory. That was an impressive showing there by the rookie of Elliott. Is this going to be an Elliott win? The last win Elliott had, it came out of the middle of nowhere. This win here is very impressive as he advances to the next round. Final race of round number 2 contains Carrera and rookies Roadster, Blocker, and Quattro. And it's an even start. Roadster now beginning to inch ahead. A big bounce as she was way in the air. It's a 4-wide drag race across the line. I have no idea who takes the win. It's gonna be Roadster. Roadster grabs the victory, but Quattro and Blocker were right there those two brand new rookies making their debut in this one might be eliminated in round 2, but they have proven that they are going to be contenders for the rest of this year. Blocker beat Comic. Quattro nearly won this race. Roadster has a win this year. Did not crumble under pressure. And I mentioned it. This was the final race of round number 2. Here is your 16 competitors advancing to the next round. We have 4 races. 1 driver will advance from each. And then one of those 4 will win this competition. In just a moment, I am going to be telling you who I believe will advance to the next round. I'm going to need a moment to think about this, so we'll be back in just a second. Welcome back to the June competition. We are in round number 3, and it is time for me to give you my picks. This was very, very hard. I had to think about this for a long time, and there are still a couple I'm not 100% sure on, so let me just get right into it. Race number 1, after a long time of thinking about it, I have chosen Ranger. He's a NASCAR, he's very strong, he's very fast, and I believe this rookie is going to make it. There's really not much else I can say other than that. I don't believe in anyone else in this race. Maybe Hot Wheels, but I think Ranger is going to be able to beat him in the long run. Race 2, I think, is relatively simple as well. This is probably the race I had no questions about. I am picking Symbol. He has been very strong in this entire competition, and at least 2 of his last 3 wins have come from when he started deep in the field. Symbol started deep in the field in this one. I think he is going to advance to the next round. Race 3 is where I begin to hesitate, as all 4 of these competitors are really, really competitive. I have no idea who's going to advance. I mean, Voltage has been fast, Dual Fueler has been fast, and I don't want to count out Horseplay because I've been proven wrong many times before. I'm going to go with the safe pick. I think I'm going to go with the safe pick, and that is going to be Demon. It's boring, I know, but it's hard to bet against a 2-time champion who's won this year. So I'm going to go him. And then race 4 is where I struggle even more. All 4 of these competitors are very capable. Roadster's been strong. Elliott beat Stingray. The Bugs got the speed. I don't want to count out X8. You know what? I'm going to take a risk with this one, and I'm going to go the Bug. I think it is very hard to bet against Roadster and Elliott, but I like what I've seen out of the Bug, so that is who I'm going to be picking. So from race 1 to race 4, I am picking Ranger, Symbol, Demon, and the Bug. Luckily, we don't have to wait too long to know if my picks are correct or not, as we are getting right in to round number 3. Race 1 of round number 3 contains Plasma, Bruiser, Rookie, Ranger, and Hot Wheels. Who is the first competitor to advance to the Final 4? And it's Hot Wheels with the early start. Ranger gets caught at the start line. He's off the track. And now he's on the sidewall. So is Ranger. It's a drag race to the finish line. And Hot Wheels will take the victory. Bruiser will have a horrific DNF. He is getting very limited points in this one. But DNFing in round 3, he's not getting the 280 plus points that he could possibly be receiving. Ranger comes home in 3rd. He was my pick to advance, but he got caught at the start line. It was a drag race between Plasma and Hot Wheels, and Hot Wheels is the first competitor to advance to the Final 4. After that first race, I feel like all bets are off. I was not expecting Hot Wheels to advance to the Final Four. Who else can surprise me in this competition? Race 2 contains Moneyline, Carvana, Symbol, and Fishy. And it looks to be an even start. I don't know who's ahead. A wobble, and Symbol was on the side of the track. It's Moneyline in the lead. Symbol challenges, but Moneyline is going to take the victory. Carvana, who had a slow start, will recover to third. Fishy falls to fourth. My pick of Symbol finishes second place after getting on the wall. And the second shock of this competition, Moneyline wins and advances to the Final Four. The third race of round number 3 contains Horseplay, Dual Fueler, Voltage, and Demon. Do we have a third surprise winner, or will things get a little more predictable? There's no way of knowing. And it's an even start. I don't know who's ahead. Maybe Horseplay a little bit. A bounce for Dual Fueler. Demon's in the lead. It's a drag race. Voltage wobbles. And it's a photo finish. A very tight finish at that. It's gonna be Voltage. Oh my goodness. Demon had the lead. Voltage coming to the finish line bounced and wobbled just a little bit. And you could say that might have cost him the victory. We usually say that cost him the victory, but Demon did something, or Voltage did something. That was an incredible fight, right down to the finish line, and I am 0 for 3 so far. My pick of Demon finishes in second. Voltage advances to the Final Four. This is the final race of round number 3. It contains the veteran of X8 and the rookies of the Bug, Elliot and Roadster. Who is the final competitor to advance to the Final Four? And it's an even start. Elliot maybe an inch in the lead. The Bug wobbles, and he's on the side of the track, falling well behind. It's a photo finish, and Elliot will have the advantage. My pick of the Bug is going to DNF and finish last place. That is devastating for me, because for the first time, I think ever, I am 0 for 4 into the Final Four. My pick of the Bug finishes in last. The two competitors I thought were going to be competitive finished 1-2. I was not expecting it to be Elliot, though, to get the victory. And this is your Final Four. We have Hot Wheels, Moneyline, Voltage, and the rookie of Elliot. We'll be back in just a second to introduce to you your Final Four. Folks, ladies and gentlecars, my name is Farkle8000, and welcome back to the June competition, and we have made it. We are down to the Final Four in the June competition, and what is likely the wildest Final Four we've ever seen, the most unpredictable competitors, in what is likely the most unpredictable competition of this season thus far. I hope you're ready to meet your Final Four, because I'm ready to introduce them. Starting in lane number 1, we've got Hot Wheels. He is your Hot Wheels king. This is his third time in the Final Four. He's got a best points position of 87th, and that was in 2023. But he is winless in his career. He is looking for his first career win. Starting in lane number 2, we've got the NASCAR of Moneyline. Moneyline is in his sophomore season That means he is in his second full-time season, and this is his second time in the Final Four. He finished 38th in points in his rookie season, and he is winless in his career. He is looking for his first career win and to become only the third NASCAR in the Diecast Competition Series to win a full competition. Starting in lane number 3, we've got Voltage. Probably the most successful competitor in the Final Four in this competition, as he has 4 career wins, but that looms over him as he is winless since 2022 Halloween. This is his 4th Final Four appearance since, and he is looking to return to victory lane in almost 2.5 years. And finally, starting in lane number 4, we've got the rookie. It's Elliott. As I mentioned, he is a rookie, but he is not a winless rookie, as he won the April competition earlier this season. He is 8th in the rookie series standings. He is 22nd in full season standings and looking for his second career win. This is a very competitive Final Four. I have no idea who's going to win this competition. But before we find out who wins this competition, we must learn how a competitor can win this competition. As I mentioned, competitors will line up in lanes 1 through 4 and race down the track. The results will be noted, the drivers will swap lanes, and race again. If a competitor wins 2 in a row, they will win the competition. If not, they'll swap lanes and keep going until after race 4. After race 4, we'll drop the lower 2 competitors and keep racing until we have a winner, or until we make it to a race 9, which is a one and done. It is worth noting that we started the season with the 2024 Christmas competition going to a race 6, and the All-Star New Year's tournament went all the way to a race 9, but every 2025 competition has ended with 2 races, with the exception of Race and Land, which went 3 races. So it is possible that this is done very, very quickly. The Final Four are now lined up at the start line, prepped, and ready to go. A reminder of your lineup from right to left. We have Hot Wheels, Moneyline, Voltage, and Elliott. Who wins race 1 and takes the early advantage? It's Voltage with the early lead, a big lead through the transition. Moneyline wobbles on the side of the track. It's Elliott ahead of Voltage, and he'll keep it as they cross the line. It was Voltage who started with the lead, but he was unable to hold his momentum. The rookie of Elliott takes the race 1 advantage. Moneyline is able to save it in 3rd, Hot Wheels in 4th. Drivers are now back at the start line, prepped and ready to go. From right to left, your new order is Elliott, Hot Wheels, Moneyline, and Voltage. Elliott in lane number 1 has the advantage. If he wins this race, he wins this competition. And it's Hot Wheels with the early lead. A wobble! Elliott was in the air. Moneyline's on the side of the track. It's a drag race to the finish line. A photo finish. And it's gonna be Voltage getting the win. Elliott wobbled coming through the transition. That lost him too much speed, and he loses his advantage. Voltage gets the victory. He now has the advantage. Hot Wheels in 3rd. Moneyline will be able to finish on the side of the track, but he is in 4th. All 4 drivers are lined up at the start line once again, prepped and ready to go. Your new lineup from right to left is Voltage, Elliott, Hot Wheels, and Moneyline. Voltage in lane number 1 has the advantage. Can he finally return to victory lane after over 2.5 years? If he wants to do that, he has to win this race. And it's Hot Wheels again with the early lead. A wobble! Hot Wheels bounced way in the air. It looks like it's Elliott in the lead. Voltage can't catch him. And Elliott will take the advantage in race 3. Race 3, this one could go all the way to a race 9, and that's Voltage's most recent win. It's not a competition, but the All-Star New Year's tournament from this year that Voltage won went all the way to a race 9. Now, granted, in that one, Voltage was winning the uneven numbered races. It seems like this time he's winning the even-numbered races, which doesn't go well for a race 9. Elliott has the advantage. Voltage in second, Moneyline in third, Hot Wheels was able to finish, but he in fourth. All 4 drivers are lined back up at the start line, prepped and ready to go. Your new lineup from right to left is Moneyline, Voltage, Elliott, and Hot Wheels. Elliott has the advantage. If he wins this race, this competition is over. If not, we keep going. Voltage, so far, has been the only competitor who can challenge him. And it's Hot Wheels with the early lead coming through the transition. Voltage popped up on 2 wheels. It's Elliott in the lead. Voltage wobbles, but Elliott will cross the line and become a 2-time winner in the Diecast Competition Series. An incredible competition, an incredible Final Four, and an unbelievable victory. Elliott wins in June. This is probably my favorite competition of the season thus far. Unbelievable racing. 2 competitors refusing to lose. The veteran of Voltage, the rookie of Elliott. Before we get into Elliott, I want to talk more about this finish. Moneyline will be placed in third in this competition, despite him finishing 4th. He only finished 4th once, whereas he finished 3rd 3 times, so that places him in 3rd. Hot Wheels, a great run in a great competition. He will finish in 4th. Voltage, his day will come. It might be this year. It might not be. This is his second place of the year. His day will come again. I'm sure of it. This competition has to confirm that. This was a great performance from him. But now, let's talk about your winner. Elliott wins this competition. His 2nd career win. He ties Comic for the most wins on the year. They both have 2. Is this an Elliott championship season? I know we're not at halfway yet, but it could be an Elliott championship season. It took Comic 5 months to win his 2nd competition. It took Elliott 2. 2 competitions between April and June. And Elliott is now a 2-time winner. And with Elliott's season, there's actually one thing I'd like to show you, and it's this. This is a graph of Elliott's season. You see the competitions along the top, points position along the side. He started 64th and collapsed to 111th, but Race Derby begun his climb, and he's been incredible ever since. He's up to 13th in the regular season standings after being as low as 111th, which is just incredible. It's early in the season, so it's easy to drive through the field, but this is still incredibly impressive. So that's a graph of Elliott's season. Now let's take a look at the point standings. Your top 25 is on your screen now, and the points lead has shrunk. Comic still holds it, but it is just 21 points. Coming into this competition, it was 56. I'm not going to do the math, but I know that he lost a ton of points. Stingray pulls into second. Demon now in third. Polar falls from second to fourth. 5 of the top 6 competitors in this competition are rookies. This has been an incredibly competitive rookie class. Voltage, with a second place finish in this competition, will pull up to 10th. And just before we go, I want to mention the DNFs. Plymouth came into this competition 24th in points, and then he DNF'd, and he fell to 47th. Dodge came into this competition 34th in points. He is currently 64th in points. So those are 2 competitors who are up there in the top 25, top 35 in points, and DNF'd and lost a ridiculous amount of spots. Usually that would only be 10, 15 spots. They lost 30, 40 spots each. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Oh, no. Okay. So, oh dear. I've made a mistake. In the point standings, the Bug DNF'd his round 3 race, but his points do not show that. So he is required to be given 53 points. And so that is what we're going to do here. Hold on now. There we go. We have given him 53 points. Oh dear. Do you want to know the impact of a DNF? The Bug was 6th in points. He would have gone from 11th to 6th. Here are the updated standings. Yeah, he's 22nd in points now. He was 6th. If he had gotten the regular points, which was 270, if he had gotten his 270 points, he would have moved up to 6th place in the standings, but he DNF'd in round 3, so he's given 53 points, and he falls to 22nd in points. That's bad. Oh, that is very bad. Yikes. So apologies for accidentally getting that incorrect, but we have fixed it now. Now you can see really what the DNF policy does to these competitors on how far you can fall. That's your top 25. Shout out to Sprinter in 25th. I don't remember where he started the season, but he did not start at 25th in points. So he has definitely climbed throughout the season. A great competition here helps him do that. And that, I believe, will do it. That is the end of this competition. An incredible competition with firsts, with incredible battles. This is my favorite competition of the year thus far, and I'm sure it's going to get better as we move on, especially with the next competition. We head into Race and Land next. It is the halfway point of this season, and it is a wild competition. At the time of recording this, I'm terrified that I actually haven't started the competition yet, because it is going to take a very long time to complete it. So fair warning, everything that I want to upload in July might not come out in July. So just a quick warning right there. I don't think we're going to do this again next year. We're going to drop something. Probably drop the July race day competition and keep Race and Land. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get to it, though. If you don't want to miss all the crazy stuff that's happening later, subscribe to the channel. You won't miss Race and Land. You won't miss the rest of this season. It is shaping up to be a great one, and I would hate for you to miss it. So subscribe to the channel, and you won't miss it. And until next time, my name is Farkle8000, and we'll see you later.